Hey divas, it's Ingrid here, of course. I'm just saying hello, and I wanted to just talk to you briefly today. We are getting so much incredible feedback at the moment about our program, the Divamind, High-End Empire Divamind, because why? I wanted to explain it to you. Think about this. Think about having a live class 5 days a week, sometimes twice a day, dependent on what country you're in, so that we're covering all those time zones, where you have a professional strategist, coach, mentor to go over your offers, over your ads, over your funnels, help with positioning, messaging, sales. And that's what we have provided at High-End Empire Divamind. It's juicy, it's divine, it's sacred, it is non-competitive, so it's deeply, deeply supportive. It is packed with juicy, divine, talented, incredible coaches, mystics, manifestation experts, healers, naturopaths, kinesiologists, shamans, you name it, all sorts of different types of women who really have, hey Salia, a beautiful divine presence, who are really deeply committed to rising and serving and growing and expanding. So it's really, really deep, juicy support. We also have a lower ticket product. It's called Six Figure Diva. It's a little cheaper, and it's also very supportive as well. We have 2 classes a week now. So it's just deeply, deeply juicy, yummy. Hey Salia, you know all about what I'm talking about. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about today. So if you are looking for someone to hold space for you during this time, you do want to start making a lot more money in your business, and you want to do it from a place of nourishment so that you can absolutely scale, you can have more fun, more pleasure, and rise into your power. Financial power always comes with more personal power. You can't have more financial power without the spiritual, emotional, and personal growth. It goes hand in hand. Every sort of fiber of your being is going to need to change. The way you're communicating is going to need to change. And that brings me to the other point of this video. The fastest way to get more clients is going to come down to your ability to connect with your audience. I was recently interviewed about this in Forbes around a process that I've created called the currency of the connection. Currency of connection has literally helped my clients account for millions upon millions of dollars of sales. We've had students come in who barely had any sales. They were really, really financially skinned, who've made $10,000 a month, $21,000 in their first few weeks, $46,000. I'm just looking up because I'm trying to think of the people. $46,000. Another client of mine hadn't even watched the first, hey Nicole, hadn't even watched the first module. Did that within her first 7 days. There is a process, but the process at the heart of it all, and we teach sales, messaging, packaging, positioning, pricing, ads, copywriting, web, like how to do a really powerful webinar, all that stuff, really, really deeply. We teach it all. But at the heart of everything that I do, sorry, I'm really hormonal. I'm actually on the way to the health food shop to get these incredible, hi Mary, paleo, gorgeous, amazing, yummy keto bars. My body is just craving for raw cacao right now and a lot of fat. But at the heart of it all is this ability to really, really deeply connect. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to not only just the quality of your content. People can have great, incredible content, but on some level, it really doesn't resonate. It really doesn't engage, because I call it the veil. There's like an invisible block between you and your audience, your ability to really deeply have a beautiful heart level exchange. And some of it is around, obviously, voice, intonation, calling people into action, becoming more of an activator. And that is something that you can learn. Hey, Mira. Hey, beautiful. I'm glad that you're here with me together too. Hey, Debbie. All of that, I'll say, little waves. I'm not very good at that. But it's also an energy. So it's this divine sense of, when I'm visualizing it, and I teach this with my students, it's really like putting out this beautiful, deep, warm, like hug. It's like an engagement. Hi, gorgeous. It's like as a light worker, as a healer, as a mystic, as a leader, you know, people sometimes when they meet me in person, they go, oh my God, you know, I was joking with a client of mine the other day, and she's done, by the way, she's quadrupled her income. She was already at about 20 grand a month, but she's gone to 65,000. Oh, I'm so happy for her. And the beauty of it is that she's reduced her workload by a quarter. She's got 3 kids. She wants to be with them. And she's, hey, gorgeous Alyssa. Some beautiful people. Alyssa's done also really well. So, but what I wanted to just talk about, and when people meet me in person, hey, Ramansita, there's all these people I haven't seen for ages. So good to see you here. Hey, Christine. People say, oh, you know, you're so cuddly and warm. You're like a big love bug. Like, what did you think I was like? So I'm very attuned to, like, my background is copywriting, and I used to be a journalist, and I worked in advertising and all that jazz. So I'm very, very good at, and I don't mean to sound like an ego head, but I'm very good at positioning and messaging. And I've got literally decades of experience. I have experience in capital raising and finance, and you are incredible. I can't say it enough. Thank you, Alyssa. But at the heart of it, all of that I teach as well is really when I'm a fierce boss diva, my energy is about, I see you. And we all do this for our students, right? It's like, I see you. And I'm not good when you think about the veil, or you think about frequencies of energies. You can't go to the, hi, gorgeous woman, Sarah. You can't go into that. And you all know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, I'm not teaching you probably anything new, but what I'm very good at, and I know that you all do this for your own clients, and I'm not trying to diminish myself or anything, but I know that we're all here as light workers. But what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, when I'm attuning to someone's energy, if the message is off, if the vibration is off, it's like you're sending this very unclear kind of ricochet of energy that's sort of spiraling like this out of control, right? That's what it is. And I can visually, and I can feel it, I can see it almost, right? And this is why I often use the wording, especially in my paid content, about getting laser lucid clear. And when you're laser lucid clear, not only about what you're selling and what the problem that you solve and who you're speaking to, and you're offering really juicy, incredible content that can move people forward without giving them everything. If they really, you can give a lot away for free, but at the end of the day, there's also this level of self-respect and ownership, and also of your work and your pricing and your value. But at the end of the day, if people want to work with you, they're going to pay that premium price. And there's this sense of also real ownership around you, your boundaries, self-love, and the level of abundance that has to be there. So the energy goes from this sort of scattered energy, this kind of up and down, fight, flight, distorted vibration, into very aligned, clear, channeled energy that really has kind of one pure line of focus. And so if I'm sort of putting out that energy, and I'm very clear of my intent. So the intent is laser lucid clear, the process, the vibration, and exactly what I'm wanting also to receive for myself. So what the change that I'm bringing forward to the client, and I've said this a million times, like when I'm sharing my work, when I'm doing a webinar, when I'm doing a free training, when I'm doing a live stream like now, even my intent today, beyond where I'm at the moment, really purely is to serve, but my vibration is already quite high because I work on it all the time, and I don't allow suffering in my life. Like, yes, we're human beings, we're going to have some point of suffering. Sorry, I just put my car in park. Secondary Reiki, I need help positioning to launch my ideas. I would love that to help you, Blythe. We can definitely help that. It's also going to come down into, you could be, I don't know if you can teach people Reiki, and it'd be a perfect time right now to position that and teach people how to do Reiki so that they can make money out of it online. But there's probably other things that you can bring into your program. So for example, with a lot of people, I'll always say, you want to solve a bigger problem and you want to develop your process, and you might want to create your own intellectual property and your own process, and then partner that up with Reiki, and then create your own modality. That's where the gold really is at the moment. At the end of the day, creating your own intellectual property and then owning that. So for example, with my currency of connection, I love your spirit too, Maman, I think it is. Currency of connection, there's a whole process. There's all these pillars that come off that, and I own that, right? I own it. People will interview me about it now. I can teach it if I wanted to go and create my own teacher training, which I will be doing on the currency of connection. I can teach people how to actually help their clients and help their students following my process, and I can create a whole certification around that, right? So also my process, my high-end empire process, is a very well thought out process that I can sell to hundreds upon hundreds of students every single year without having to work, and money mindset too. There you go, Blythe. That would be incredible. Awesome. And then with money, there's also personal frequency, energy. You might be going into them more. Also some trauma work, of course, right? So it's a repeatable process that you can teach and pass on to others, and that is incredible without it costing you more time. And that's the business you really, really want to be in. Hey, gorgeous. I've grown so much in the last 2 months with Ingrid, more than in a year since I started receiving coaching for your business. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for saying that. So I'm sending you guys so much love. I probably shouldn't be doing videos right now when I am as hormonal as I am. I'm going to get these beautiful divine keto bars, and I'm going to eat one. Then I'm going to go home. My daughter's at home and we're just sort of hanging out. I have a few beautiful staff members that we built offices under my house not long ago, which is awesome. And we're going to do a few things. I'm going to be going over some ad copy with them. I'm planning a new free lot of content with my whole Midas touch process, so I'll be going through all of that with them. So we're launching a new funnel. I've got a beautiful funnel builder. I'm looking for a new one. Hey, gorgeous Carla, girl, I just adore your attitude, a constant inspiration. Oh, beautiful. I'm sending you guys so much love. But honestly, you hear so many people saying this is a time of such opportunity, and it is really at the end of the day. Hi, Victoria, gorgeous. This is a huge time of opportunity. I think, as soul empaths, we can also feel the suffering and the pain and the fear. So you want to be really mindful. We can send love out into the world. We want to be healthy. We want to sleep lots and keep our immune systems up. We want to wash our hands. We want to practice social distancing, all of that. But at the same time, you really want to look at how you're communicating, what stand you're going to take, what message you're going to produce. So for me, I go into how can I be better? How can I be faster? How can I get to market quicker around what I really need to say? This is an opportunity to express, to share, to serve, not to constrict and to contract, and not to follow others in terms of what they're doing if they're in a place of massive fear. It's a beautiful time to serve and ascend those. I was speaking to another client of mine, I think I mentioned this in another video. She's like having so many divine women reach out to her and buy from her because they are so done with the system. They want to work from home. They've held off, and now they realize that the only person they can control is themselves. Even if you're only making an extra $5,000 a month, an extra $10,000 a month, that's so liberating. It's so liberating. You can always expand it from there. So you need to learn the process. Making money online is a level of an art, right? Having talent in your craft is not enough. You need to have your talent, your level of service, your level of mastery in what you do to support your clients. But then you also need to know how to really position it, sell it, build it, and scale it. Okay, divas, I'm sending you so much love. I'm using the time for organic growth in my own group. I think you invited me to your business page, which I will like. Thank you for that, Sarah. I've started to focus more on my own province for now. Let me see what else you're saying. There's a disconnection between the something or other I'll have. There's this $97 a month package in place for me to get help with putting my whiz together. No. The $1 Million Diva membership is more energetics, healing. I do go into some visibility work. The best place to start, if you're financially a bit strapped, probably is Six Figure Diva. I have a 5-month payment plan on it at the moment, which will be disappearing. I want to just do a 2-pay on it, which means that, and I don't know if you guys know this, but so usually it's 2,000 pay in full, or otherwise it's 588 by 5. It comes with 2 live coaching classes. It's packaging, positioning, and sales. sales, but we will be going back to a 2-pay on that. So if you see the 588 by 5 offer, which we do still have at the moment, absolutely either PM me, reach out to me, or I get on a call with one of my divas at ceodivachat.com, and definitely look into that package, because it's huge, it's juicy. I'm doing 12 live weeks of training on that. That's something new that we have. We also do have a 2.5-hour lecture that we charge for. It's a $1 down, and if you love it, then you get billed $97. If you don't love it, we don't charge you any more money. And if you really want to learn about Six Figure Diva, I can send you that, but it's sixfiguredivaworkshop.com, and you can watch that training. It's all about packaging and positioning, and then decide if you want to work with us going further. As I said, I'm very hormonal. Okay, I need some clary sage. I'm sending you guys so much love. Have a beautiful, divine, holy diva day, and thank you for watching.